Let's do this! Let's go! Nu kör vi! Welcome to Luleå.
Luleå, Norrland, i Sverige. Vi ska se, det är den här...
Just adjust. And this is an authentic Melfest balloon.
Yeah.
And we are very bright.
Sorry.
But let's
shift.
Keep the balloons like
there
this
we go. There we go.
This is our English language live for all you international viewers and anyone who fancy an English update about Melodifestivalen 2020. My name is Gustav Dahlander. I'm an expert at Melodifestivalen online. And you are?
And I'm the online producer for Melodifestivalen. And I'm from the north, so I'm at my home field today, which feels good. Yes.
Take the lead, Helena.
Take it. Yes.
Hi, Spain. Hola, España.
Spain. So we have just had the dress rehearsals here on Friday in Luleå, and well, 7 new participants. Is there anything that you want to say generally about the show today?
What has been said this far is that this is an open semi-final. People don't really know what's going to happen tomorrow about the result. We're anxiously, eagerly awaiting the Melodifestival Club and OGAE Sweden exit poll from this dress rehearsal. And let's see if this provides any clarity. It wasn't a lot of people at this dress rehearsal, I think.
No.
A lot of space on the terraces, especially of this arena in Luleå.
But that's quite common in the north of Sweden because there are less people living in the north, so it's longer distance travel, and especially then when you have to fill up a hockey arena, then it's many spots but not as much people.
Yeah, and someone wrote that you like to speak Swedish. Du gillar att prata svenska. Vi har en svensk live som börjar 22.00 ungefär.
Det är 21.45.
21.45. Direkt ifrån appen eller här på YouTube om ni tittar via YouTube. Det är bara att välja. But this is in English, so let's do this in English. And we're quite close to the Arctic Circle, relatively speaking.
Yeah, we
it's
are.
not too far away, and this is the northernmost destination for Melodifestivalen since 2011.
Since 2011, when they were here the last time, exactly. It's only been one other city, more north, ever in Melodifestivalen.
Kiruna in 2008. And this is also, it's very relevant with an English language live today because this is a semi-final in Melodifestivalen with the majority of songs being in Swedish. So we have something to explain here.
Yeah, we have a lot of things to explain, and we will start, should we start with the running order?
Yeah, let's talk about the songs.
So, begin with Mariette. Mariette is back for the 4th time with the song Shout It Out. And this time she has a guitar on stage, which she feels very, very comfortable with. What have you heard about how does she feel to be back, and why does she come back all the time?
She likes to compete, she likes Melodifestivalen, and Mariette has a tremendous track record, as you mentioned, in Melodifestivalen. She has gone straight to the final in every previous attempt. So let's see if she can do it once more. She has become known for a lot of special effects in Melodifestivalen, right? But she doesn't have it this time.
No, it's very, very simplicity, I would say. She is focusing about her song, I think, and as well as I said, she's happy with her guitar.
Yeah, she started playing the guitar before she started singing. So she's very comfortable having the guitar on stage for the first time in Melodifestivalen. And also, people have been used to seeing her with a lot of special effects. But now she's doing something that she's actually doing when she's not in Melodifestivalen. This is, has been said, as schlagerprofilen of Swedish bloggers have noted that this is more what she is usually doing. Let's see how this plays out, because we know from Melodifestivalen that she has a tremendous likability. She's one of those acts that seem to never get overexposed. People don't get tired of her yet. They want more and more.
It doesn't seem like it, not with her, as you said, her track record.
Yeah, so we will see how this stands against the fact that she doesn't have any special effects. Will they get surprised at this, or what will happen? But it's a kind of dynamic imagery anyway. It's kind of just the light show, and then the guitar at the end.
No, and I heard some people say that it is her best song, and other things that her previous ones are much better because they are still, you can hear that it's Mariette in the song, at least I think so, but it's still something different.
It's somewhat different. And among the songwriters we find someone called Alex Shield,
Right.
who's, it's not his real name, it's actually Alexander Sköld, who was once a singer in Melodifestivalen.
Yes! When was that?
In 2008, Den första svalan. If you know that song, you're a real Melodifestivalen.
Yeah.
But he has participated as an artist once and also as a singer in different Swedish TV shows, so he's not an unknown person, but now he has changed into a songwriter. This is his debut in Melodifestivalen as a songwriter, and he has 2 songs in this heat. He also wrote a song for Amanda Asa, who we will talk about it later.
In a bit, exactly. Because the next one up is Albin Jonsson.
Getting rid of the balloon, because we have a lot to talk about when it comes to Albin.
Yes, he's back again. He was doing together with Mattias Andreasson, who also is a backing vocal, off-stage backing vocal for him this year. What else? Should we say he has a lot of things on stage with him, and he tells the story about his life, sort of, or about a part of his life.
Yeah, life starts now. Livet börjar nu is the title of the song. This is the first song in Swedish of the night, and it's the meaning is kind of that if you're in a bad place in life, it could be the start of something new and great. And they try to symbolize this with white stuff on stage. It's like a white room, and there's a lot of stuff, a lot of props on stage, and a lot of things going on stage too. There are dancers, and they have a lot of things to possibly edit throughout the rehearsals. So it's been a lot of work going on this performance. He is moving around, and yeah, you will see that a lot of things happen. It's not boring, that's for sure.
Yeah, and like I said, he was. What was the song called? Did you say that?
Livet börjar nu.
No, the song that he participated with the last time.
Yeah, it was Rich. And Albin used to be a hip-hop rapper, but he has changed into singing, so this is not a hip-hop song at all. He also wrote the song Det rår vi inte för in 2015 for Beran Mili, featuring Viktor Krone.
Viktor Krone. Next week.
Yeah.
And everybody knows him as Eurovision as well. What was I going to say? Yeah, but how did it go last time he participated?
Albin has a track record of going to the second chance. He has been going to the second chance with both his previous songs. So let's see if he can complete that hat trick. Yeah. Because Mariette has the hat trick of going to the final 3 times in a row.
Ah, yeah. But Mariette hasn't Mariette also written songs? No, maybe not.
No.
No, it's her writers.
Yeah, she was writing one of her songs previously, I think, A Million Years.
That's right.
I think that, and Mariette has written her song this time, which has not always been the case for her in Melodifestivalen.
Let's see. Who is number of the night? Sorry.
And I don't think I mentioned, but the last time we had a majority of songs in Swedish language with the Swedish lyrics was in the second heat of 2018. So it's been some time. That time we had Samir and Viktor advancing straight to the final, but the other Swedish songs being eliminated, among them Ida Redig and Jonas Gardell.
Yeah. And later on we'll actually talk about someone who was with Samir and Viktor on stage, right? That song. So many connections. So many connections being made. We are just a small country, so that's why. Okay, but number 3 then. Something very, very Swedish, I would say, right?
Yeah,
right,
indeed.
Drängarna.
The Hodges.
The Hodges.
It's a male farmhand, worker at the farm. It's a Hodge, and this is the name of the group. Drängarna.
I didn't even know the English word for that, so it's good that you've been prepared.
Me neither. It's a dictionary matter.
Good. They have never been in Melodifestivalen before. Only one of the songwriters, one of the one on stage has been a songwriter a few years back.
In 2005 for Cecilia Wennersten, who was inducted into the Hall of Fame this week.
He was?
Yeah, Cecilia Wennersten.
But that was especially for her previous song.
Yeah,
in
not
the
for 2005, but 10 years before, in '95.
The vackraste, the most beautiful.
The classic runner-up in the '95 Melodifestivalen, who won a Swedish Grammy for Song of the Year.
Drängarna, okay, so it's... what to say about the staging, Gustav? It's also dancers there that are...
Big podium.
Yeah, big podium that the band stands on, and then it's dancers below. They have a lot of instruments, they have... what else do they have?
Yeah, a lot of things going on, and they are also, of course, the podium is in the back of the stage. They have it's an up-tempo performance. It's a old-fashioned Swedish rural countryside performance with lyrics about an old. They usually had dance in the old days where workers were dancing to find a mate. And this is actually what they are singing about, and they are singing about summer, of course. And you will hear it. It's it's Swedish midsummer, and as a little bit of Irish folk music too.
Yeah, that's too. Swedish midsummer. It really is like Swedish midsummer. Do we have anything more to say about Drängarna, or should we continue to the next one?
We can split in with the audience poll, which I actually already received. They were super fast this week, and I got a message from Alexander Borodin at OJE Sweden while we hear the artists screaming in the background. They have a top 2 already. Let me see, it's actually Mohombi as number 1. Mohombi takes the first spot. He sang 2 times tonight. Because at the dress rehearsal, of course, you draw a winner who will perform 2 times, just like in the real show. And on second place, Anis Don Demina. And they are extremely even. 241 votes for Mohombi, 232 votes for Anis Don Demina.
9 votes.
So interesting, because Anis Don Demina didn't sing 2 times. Mohombi did.
But Anis Don Demina has, he's a YouTuber as well, so he has a big fan base, and especially with youth and kids. And during Friday nights, there are a lot of families that are here, and a lot of families voting in the poll.
And what we're talking about here is the exit poll, of course, that Melodifestivalen are doing. They are asking the audience who has seen the show, the audience from this dress rehearsal that we just seen, and they are going physically to them, asking who was the best one, and noting the statistics. And it's a huge job that they are doing at Melodifestivalen every week. And we also have on 4th place, it's a bit unclear, but I think it's Drängarna with 119 votes.
3rd place, right?
Yeah, they are on 3rd place, because it's a little mix up here. And Mariette on 4th place, but actually with just a little bit more than 100 votes for those 2, so far behind Mohombi. So it's very interesting to get to talk to Mohombi right after this.
Now, actually, I think they're on their way, actually.
That's great.
Timing!
I will keep this result secret from him, but you know that he's the winner in the exit poll. We have him.
Or maybe we have... I think I have to...
Welcome everybody. We are in Luleå, Sweden.
Yeah.
2020 Melodifestival. How do you say in English? The Melodifestivalen.
We like to say Melfest.
The Melfest.
That's nice. That's better. And you got a big cheer from the audience here. Did you feel the support?
I did. You know, performing rehearsals is cool. Performing in front of press is cooler. But when you have an audience, man, you have a crowd. Something just happens. At least I can only speak for myself, but that, I mean, for me, it's just like day and night type of
So you
switch.
need this.
This is what I live for. You guys just reminded me tonight what I live for. I'm so happy.
We saw a very choreographed technical performance from you last year. Now you're doing something more free, which also gives you perhaps some contact with the audience. How is this for you?
Well, I thought it was gonna be like easier because I'm free now, I can do whatever I want. But this song has a lot of emotions, but also a lot of hope. It's sad hope, it's bittersweet type of feeling. And I'm free. So what do I do with this freedom? I need to fill up the place. So it wasn't as easy as I thought. So to be super focused and have a lot to do is just as hard as being completely free. The paradox of life.
Is this the most difficult thing for you, perhaps? Or what is the hardest?
No, man, I'm a freedom guy. I'm a freedom seeker. So I prefer this version of myself.
You've got some rings, some jewelry. What's this?
This is some.
Show it for.
This is some leftovers from the Baltic Sea, some recycled material from the Baltic Sea, some rope and some plastic. You know, just to let everybody know that I care about this planet, because this planet cares about us. You know, I'm not worried about the planet. I'm actually worried about us. You know, because the planet could just get rid of us and start a new project. You know.
That's very true.
And like they did with the dinosaurs, for example. So, and this is a ring. It's like a Swedish anchor. I don't know if you guys see it. And this is my wedding ring. Sorry, ladies. Sorry, gentlemen.
Symbolism going on here.
Well, I believe in love, and today is Valentine's Day, so I need to give a big shout out to my lovely wife. I love you, Pearl.
About the environment, you were singing "Don't Let It Be Your Greatest Mistake." Without you, I'm just a dreamer. Together, we are winners. Is this connected to environmental issues?
Well, I think a lot of people can relate to those sentences. At least I hope so. And yeah, I mean, the togetherness is something that the human race needs to work on more. We are not the best at it. There are animals that are so much better than us in getting along and building societies together. So it's that type of message I want to bring forward.
What are you going to do the last hours before the show now? You have a special effect, for example. How are you going to deal with this?
Well, I love martial arts. I love, you know, so I'm a very, like, even though I don't train as much as I should, I like to just warm up and do a little jabs in the air, you know. I'm not a violent guy. I don't want to say that. On the contrary. But what else do? I just have fun. I laugh. Which triggers my stud.
Support?
Support. My diaphragm. That's a good way of warming up. Laughing, having fun. Yeah. Mess with you guys and stuff.
Yeah. You were trying to find the technical things on the rehearsals where you have a special effects with flying. Are we going to see this, or what's the situation?
To fly or not to fly?
It's the question.
That is the question. And it's a question that we need to deal with actually right now. I'm going to go in backstage and meet up with my team, and we need to make a decision right now, because it's 12 seconds out of 3 minutes. 12 seconds is a lot. And I'm stealing those seconds from myself. It's not cool, man.
That's bad. No, you have to debate.
Maybe I want to do
first.
some pirouettes or something, you know,
Yeah.
like a backflip right at that second, and then I'm flying. I'm like, nobody's gonna see me if I do it.
Yeah, how about the freedom?
Freedom!
Helena, do we have any reactions or anything to add?
No, I just think that many people are happy to see you here back in Melodifestivalen, and also a lot of, sorry, I'm off camera, also some...
You look like a beautiful family.
Also international fans has give us thumbs up to get back Mahome, because they know all about you since the early days of the millennium. So yeah.
Well, I'm
so
happy
good.
to be here with you guys, share this moment, and I'm happy that you guys are happy.
Oh, that's a final pose. It's a brilliant final pose, I think.
So
we will give you the time to debate.
Okay.
To nail your performance and make it your own.
Thank you. Merci beaucoup. Dankeschön. Thank you well. Thank you so much, guys. Hej då.
See you tomorrow.
Bye. Yes.
Thank you so much for coming to us. That was Mohambi, and we get a reaction right afterwards.
Yes, they are speaking about, just to make it clear again, we will do a Swedish live stream almost directly after this. Maybe 15-30 minutes after. But like you say, we have a lot of international viewers who wonder what's going on. And especially, like we said, this week it is a lot of Swedish performances, or like Swedish performances, Swedish lyrics.
Yeah. And now I get the light again. Let's proceed in the running order.
Right now we are a bit red. Let's just flip around. Sorry guys, we have to We don't have the luxury of having a light crew with us.
Oh, this is better. We have the dynamic arena light here, so we also have to be dynamic. I hope you can be too. Bear with us.
Mahombi, 3 thumbs up. All good there. Oh,
yeah,
right.
Mahombi, the winner of the Melodifestivalen Club and exit poll.
Yeah. So we should continue with the exit poll, right? Or did you have anything more to add?
We just got the top 4, so we don't have the other positions, I think. But we can continue with the running order instead.
We should continue with the running order.
I actually got some messages. Yeah, let's see. They have it actually posted now. So let's see what the complete exit poll of Melodifestivalen Klubben is. This is usually a relevant exit poll. We have seen the first 2 heats that it has been correct, apart from 1 position that has been switched, I think. But last year in heat 3, it was in Leksand, and the exit poll was completely off. It was a complete mess. So it can go both ways, and it's just an interesting indication. But they did actually manage to ask 800 people, which is tremendous, provided that there were not that many people here.
Wow.
More than last week in Gothenburg.
People want to chat here in the north.
Yeah, well done. and people took the time to stop, perhaps. Yeah. They allow more time in the north.
No hurry, no hurry. We'll make it.
It's for the journalists on location here who has been reviewing the songs, writing their opinions. This is a huge disappointment because their favorite, Faith Kakembo, only on, let me see, 5th place, obviously, with 50 votes out of those 800. So that's just 6%. It's some distance behind, and it's a huge runaway win in this exit poll from Mahombi and Anis Don Demina. Very interesting, and I think few people predicted this. And as you can see here, we have
Amanda Asa and Albin Jonsén on the last spots there. Albin Jonsén with only 18 votes and Amanda Asa with 32.
Yeah, most people predicted this actually.
Oh, yeah. And that's even though that's actually the next participant. This is Amanda Asa. This is the Mariette was what did you say? Someone asked. Mariette is on number
4th place.
Fourth place. But yeah, Amanda Asa. She was born here and briefly lived in Luleå before she moved to Umeå, and then moved to Örnsköldsvik. There's like south. More a bit south.
Home ground.
Yeah, so she's on home ground, but didn't go through then.
Yes, it's unexpected though that they didn't provide the home girl more support, but perhaps they didn't know this.
But they talked about it in the show. So, but either way, it can also be that it was the staging that works more for people watching at home. So.
Sometimes it's far more for the cameras, and also we know that the arena audience usually doesn't like very much those ballads, those darker performances, like Felix Sandman. He was number 6, I think, in the exit poll the day before his heat, and then he eventually ended up as number 2 in the final in 2018 with Every Single Day, which was very dark and moody. Faith Kakembo is not that dark, but it's a very different feeling than what people usually have when they go to a live concert like this.
Yeah, and she sings in Swedish as well.
Amanda Asa?
Yeah, Amanda Asa, yes.
And also she is the participant this year that has qualified as a participant of the P4 Nästa talent contest. Usually, previously it was called Svensktoppen Nästa, and before that it was called Webbjokern. Yeah. But these are the competitions where we have anyone can enter, and it's pre-decided that one of them will get a ticket for Melodifestivalen, one of the finalists. And they pick the one that's deemed the best one for Melodifestivalen. This is picked by mainly Karin Gunnarsson, contest producer in Melodifestivalen. So Amanda Asa is the act this year, but she is an experienced artist, and she has been a supporting act for several known Swedish acts.
I'm really sorry about the light now, because they just took it away from us.
Yeah, but we're going to do a ballad here, so it's fine.
Completely. And we have to actually wrap this up soon, but let's continue with Faith Kakembo.
Faith Kakembo. We should say about Amanda Asa first that it's about feeling, it's a Swedish lyric about feeling, what we call it, being stuck in a limbo in a relationship. That's what she sings about. But it's also a little bit up for interpretation, but she sings about calling and makes a choreography about this. But Faith Kakembo.
Faith Kakembo, she also competed in P4 Nästa, but she was not she got to be in Melodifestivalen either way, even though she didn't get that spot. She is also a unknown name for the Swedish people. She also does a ballad. What else did you say?
She's an anesthetic nurse, usually from Jönköping in the south of Sweden. So she has never been in TV before, basically, and still she really has a way to catch the cameras. So it's quite impressive. She also has a really good singing voice. But the songwriters are what stands out here and what people have been discussing beforehand.
Oh, yeah, right. Which ones are they now again?
Jörgen Elofsson and Liz Rodriguez. And Jörgen Elofsson is a very, very successful Swedish songwriter who has been collaborating and writing songs for Britney Spears and many others.
He also did the Irish song with Brendan Murray in 2017.
I think.
With
I'm dying to try.
Exactly. It didn't go that well, they didn't qualify, but either way.
But he wrote Mariette's song in 2018 in Melodifestivalen previously. That was his first time in Melodifestivalen, and he made it to the final and the 5th place. That was Mariette's last participation, and coincidence again, they are now on different sides in the same heat. But Jörgen Elofsson, a very successful songwriter, and writing for completely unknown artists is interesting. And we also have Liz Rodriguez, who is a North American songwriter who is collaborating with Eminem and many other very well-known acts in the US. Also a very high-profile songwriter. So this is a dynamic duo.
And the next one up is Anis Don Demina.
If you can see him in this purple light.
Really dark light here. Yes, so he's back again. 3rd year in a row, you can say. He just competed as a saxophonist the first year. In 2018.
Which was coincidence. The semi-final that we were referencing with Samir and Viktor in 2018, the last time when we had the majority of the songs in Swedish. And this was the Swedish song that qualified. Only coincidences. But this was his debut in Melodifestivalen. Then he participated last year.
And last year he put with Siana, but they came on 5th place, I think, in their semi-final, right?
Yeah, but it became a hit with Nina Bränder, My Fires. And this song, it became a hit in Sweden. He did the rap part of the song. So we had a smaller part in that song, but expanded from the year before. And now he's expanding for the 3rd year in a row. And finally he gets to be the front man. And he has a rap song, hip-hop song in Swedish. With a lot of lyrics. They enter with the most lyrics this year in the contest. And what we see on the stage is a big screen, which is a fictitious magazine.
Yeah, it's it's like a tabloid. So there are a lot of rubriker. Headlines on them,
and the song is about setting your goals high and not caring about people who criticize you for setting your goals high, your aims high. And in this magazine, it's basically about him being successful and ignoring the haters. It's called Shurda Mag, and Shurda is the name of his fans.
Yes.
It's also a slang word in urban Swedish for guy, I think.
And he, as well as we said, he has a big fan base here in Sweden. So let's see how it goes there.
The song is written by Anders Wrethov, who wrote John Lundvik's song last year.
Exactly, he and his wife. Right. But Anders Wrethov will not be here because he has... light!
Here we are again. We're back.
We're back.
Back to the Arnex ad in 2002.
Yes, because now we're
gone again.
And he's going to be in the Norwegian final tomorrow because he has a song there that he's competing with.
Yeah. A lot of work for him. But that's Anders and Mina. We have to speed on, I think, because of this oncoming Swedish live.
Yes. So Mohombi, as we just met, of course.
Yeah, well, yeah. We actually did mix up the running order a little bit because Anders and Mina is number 5 and Faith Kakambo is number 6 in the running order.
Ah, yes. Sorry, guys.
We need to have a ballad before we have the up-tempo, high-energy ending. You know, the Melodifestivalen heat, the drama.
Yes. But yeah, Mohombi, winners. Yeah, what to say more than Mohombi already told us. It's a bit different than last time. It's not as much of a staging as last time, I would say, but it's still this kind of up-tempo party song, but with a message.
Yeah, and this has been the big discussion in the lead up to this heat, that he has been trying a sequence in the end of the song where he has been flying, and they have been recording this on both the Thursday and the Friday dress rehearsal.
Yeah.
And this is supposed to be screened in the end of his performance as a crescendo, where he actually goes up into the air. And it's kind of hard to do this in a seamless way in a live performance, to put on those strings and then lift him. So they pre-recorded this, but they didn't get it to work, and they're not happy with the light. So what they are going to debate is if they are going to remove this trick altogether from the performance.
So that's what they are doing at this moment. Their whole crew, and probably also a big part of the production, or the production is watching the whole dress rehearsal right now to tweak it and make it to perfection for everybody watching it tomorrow at SVT Play at 8 o'clock Central European Time.
Yeah. And Mohombi, he is a well-known name in many countries. He is known in South America, parts of Asia, obviously parts of Africa, because he has ancestry from Congo-Kinshasa. He had huge hits in the early 10s, like Bumpy Ride, for example. He was working with Red One, who is the man who collaborated with Lady Gaga and made her big hits at the beginning of her career. So Mohombi is a big name, and he has been touring the world, and then he actually took part in Melodifestivalen before all this happened in 2005. Didn't qualify, then he became this huge star around 2010, and then came back last year.
Yeah.
He actually won an American Grammy as part of the Pitbull album, Dale.
Ah, yes, right.
So in 2016.
Big.
So perhaps he's aiming for Eurovision now. Winners is the name of the song.
Winners, it's the performance that will wrap up the show. I think we have to wrap up this show now, because we have another live stream to do, or not me, I will stand, but our online hostess, Sofia Dahlander and Gustav Dahlander.
Yeah, I will meet Sofia and do some more talking. So thank you very, very much for being with us, and we do hope that you enjoy all the rest of the show as well. We haven't been talking about it, but we have our hosts as usual, but they are tweaking things and looking at things from a different perspective, and you will, if you like glitz and glam, you will like the interval act, Say No More.
And to understand the show better, you can also follow Twitter during the live show.
Oh yeah, good catch. We have live commentary. Helena is backstage,
I'm backstage,
looking at everything that happens there, and I'm being the commentator and referencing everything that happens in the show in English, so that you will keep up and we fill the gaps that you need to fill up if you don't speak Swedish, watching Melodifestivalen Heat 3 from Luleå.
Yes, now we get blinking lights to end this.
That means end it. But thank you very much for being with us, and see you soon. We are back in this English language show next Friday.
Next Friday in Malmö, 4th semi.
Enjoy Melfest tomorrow.
Hej då!
Bye guys!